Hello again, people of YouTube. Today I have a model that I've been even more excited about getting. I recently put together Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, and I have Anakin's, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Partially because I picked this up the other day, and this is the one I'm excited about. It's a Millennium Falcon. What can I say? It is quite a bit larger than I expected it to be, which makes it even more exciting. But let's open it up and see what's inside. I've heard good reviews, especially about this. I've heard good reviews about the Star Wars Revell Snap Tite models, and I've especially heard good ones about this one. So I hope it doesn't disappoint. What do we have? Yay. We have big things. We have lots of it. Good gracious, look at that. That's awesome. That is so big and so awesome. Wow. This doesn't seem to be a terrible lot to this. Right. And it's already got some painting and shading on it. There's not a lot of color to this. Just some grays and a couple of reds, or deep reds. But that's cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to put this together. Pull it all out of the bags and assemble. All done. Looks pretty nice. Really good for a snap together model. Took me maybe a little less than an hour. Probably could have done it faster, but I like to take my time now. You may or may not have noticed I used a few tools to help me out. And you don't need to have these tools, but I think it's nice. I've got some little clippers that you can buy. Some craft stores have them near the model section. They're made to cut fairly cleanly off the sides of the parts so you don't twist and damage the parts. I also have a small file that I use to sand off where they connect to the part strip. It doesn't come off cleanly, because it makes it look a little nicer. And there are some situations where the parts snap together, or where they come together and touch. If you don't clean that and smooth it off, it can make the parts a little tougher to fit, cleanly. So it's something I like to do, having been a person that builds models. And this is a Snap Tite. You don't need this, but I do like to. There are some spots where I like to use a little glue just to make sure. There's some things that seem to fit not as tight as I'd like, and so I use the glue to secure them. You've got this little door here that actually opens up. This is pretty cool. But I put some glue on here because I was fearful that these might come loose. And how am I going to put that back together without taking the model apart if they do. So there's a couple other spots, like right here, where I know this one might not be so bad. A couple of spots where the pieces don't sit quite flat, and I thought it would be good to, I'm thinking it might be good to go back later and put a little glue on there to keep them flat and flush. But it's a kind of a personal preference, so it's something you have to do. You've got the little dish that you can rotate, and you got the guns that go up and down. You know, I might consider, especially with this bottle one, because it hangs so loosely. Oh, now it's wanting to stay up. I might throw some glue to immobilize that so it's not constantly pointing down. So that's some options, stuff that I would personally recommend just to make it look a little nicer. But you don't have to do it. This is a Snap Tite kit. You can get by without it. And you've got a little Han and Chewie in there. You've got the door that opens, the guns that move. You also have the option of either putting this on with the landing gears so it can sit on a table, or you can put it together with just flat covers and not these parts, and you can, you know, pose it in some sort of flying mode if you want to get a stand, make your own stand, or you can actually buy, they're a little pricey, you can buy little stands for models that you can pose them in different ways. But yeah, this turns out really nice. I like the detail. I like that it's subtle, got, you know, the subtle gray colors already in it. Having the Han and Chewie is kind of neat. I'm not really, wouldn't really care either way. Having the landing gears is nice. You know, the other model didn't have any kind of landing gears. The other one I did. So you have to get some kind of stand if you want it to be poseable and look nice. And this is kind of cool, especially since it has landing gears. I can put that little thing down. So it's a little pricey. I was able to get this for about $30 through Walmart, through their website, shipped to store. Amazon at one point had it for the same, but when I went to buy it, it had jumped back up to like $45, $55. But it's a big model, so I can understand why. And it's very nice and very detailed and not difficult to put together. And it's very sturdy once you do get it together. So I'd say this was well worth the money. I'm very excited to have it in my collection. And the only complaint I could really have is this is just a flat blue. It'd be nice if there was some detail to it, but I'm not going to complain. I'm going to be very happy that I have this and put this on my shelf as to display and continue to get the Snap Tite models because I've heard good reviews, and this is the second one I've done and they're nice. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.